Alright guys, so I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I'm in the mood to drop a video tonight. Went and bought, I think this is a 2-pound London broil is what it is. I just got done tenderizing it. Pretty basic recipe. I mean, honestly, with a London broil going in the oven, you can't go wrong with a little bit of lean prins. It's absolutely complementary to the meat in the means in which it broils, and I kind of think it helps from keeping it turn that grayish color that a top round piece of meat can turn when you cook it off of the grill. I'm not really big on cooking top round either way, but when you do, you want to make sure you cook it the right way. Either way, a little bit of a Worcestershire and a little bit of well, you know, oops, it's a little more than I wanted, but a little bit of salt, and I ran out of pepper. Oh no, excuse me, got a brand new one right there. One-handed. You can't do this part one-handed though, so bear with me. Let me get this tripod set up. Alright, so pretty basic. I got some salt on there. I'm get some pepper. I prefer my pepper to be very largely ground on a steak like this. Should call it a very large grain. Just a little bit of love. And on the back end, I've already hit it with a little bit of Worcestershire, however anybody out there wants to say it. Worcester. That's how my grandfather used to say it, Worcester sauce. But you know, you can't go wrong, as I said. So let's get back to just a little bit of salt. We change it up on this side a little bit. I've got this Montreal steak seasoning that complements any piece of beef just perfectly. So I'm going to use the last little bit of it I got. Just kind of change it up on the back side here. It's you know, it's got pepper in it and a little bit of garlic in there, all kinds of good stuff. But definitely something, if you haven't had before, you should give it a shot, because really, I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. And of course, I'm going to pepper that up with some fresh ground black pepper. So I got the broiler going already, which means if you're not a big cooker, it means I've got the top of the oven going, which is extremely hot. We're going to be running this real close to it as well. So let me get this little guy, little cut off piece there. Just a little bit of the trim work. Go to the dog when I'm done cooking it. Maybe I should put it. I'll make it through it. Alright. So now that we got that prepped, it's always a good idea with a London broil, being it's such a thick piece of meat, to score it just a little bit. Now you want to make sure you follow the grain of the meat. You don't have to do it too deep. You know, you don't want to cut your meat in half. It just, I find it just helps cook it a little, I don't want to say more thoroughly, evenly. I'd say that's probably the best way to say it. So that thins out down there, so I don't want to score it too much down there. And then just one or two like that. Keep it, you know, keeps it nice. See, it's not really deep. It's just, you know, just kind of getting under the skin, especially as it starts to thin out down here. See how deep that is right there. Anyway, alright, so go ahead and drop that on the pan. It's a broiling pan. You guys are probably familiar with them. Pretty much every every oven I've ever seen, from as old as my mom's is, grandparents is, they all have one stuffed in that bottom drawer down there. Usually comes with the oven. So, as I said, we got the oven on broil at this point, which means I'm cooking from the top. Baked potatoes at this point are done. We're just going to let them sit down there though, because that's a low temperature, so that'll keep them nice and hot if I get this thing done. Hopefully we should have this... Oh damn, that's hot. Hopefully we should have this run and broil done, I'd say probably about 20 minutes, maybe 25. I'm cooking it fast. I'm cooking it hot. I want to make sure it gets a good temperature on it. And yeah, we got some baked potatoes that have been sitting in there for probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So anyway, yeah, let's watch it go. This should be dank. Alright, see you in a little bit.